was it hard then after through the Age of Empires to follow up that album with the Blackening? Because well, correct me if I'm wrong, but you could say that through the Age of Empires and Burn My Eyes are a bit then for you the same sort of starting point. You had nothing to lose and you just did it. And how did you make sure you didn't fall into the same trap after Burn My Eyes? And how do you approach the Blackening?
With an open mind and fucking an excitement and renewed faith in just going along for the ride with the songs. When we did Through the Ashes and we got Phil in the band, we could tell that it was going to be the next record that really was special, you know. The chemistry that we had with Phil was awesome, and we only had him in there for the writing process for a couple of songs on Through the Ashes. So to have him in there for the entire process for the Blackening, we knew before we wrote one note for the Blackening that the Blackening was going to be the one. So, you know, the lesson
must be a special feeling then while recording the Blackening. So you knew that album was going to be good and
well. Also, you know, we're in a really good headspace, and we had a you know, a really good faith in what we were doing, and the knowledge that you don't need to control it, just let it flow and see what feels right. You know, part of that big lesson that we had to learn, do it for ourselves.
When we spoke to Rob a few months ago, he said that there was a bit of pressure following up the Blackening because of the huge success, and what was it for you? Do you also feel some sort of pressure?
I'm doing this for fun, you know. If it doesn't work out and I don't get to make money doing this anymore, fuck it. You know, if it's not fun, then I don't want to do it. I don't expect to get rich doing this. I want to have a good time. I want to make some good music.
What was the feeling then for you before you went to the recordings of Unto the Locust? What was your sense?
I had, you know, some issues with that. The process. I kind of took myself out of it until it was time to write my bass lines, and there's well, I wrote a bunch of music and or riffs, you know, that Rob didn't have any idea what to do with vocally, and so he didn't want to use any of that. But more importantly, I wrote lyrics that meant a lot to me, and just I gave it to him, and I've given him page after page after page of lyrics, you know, but and it usually comes back that way, you know, with he'll use a verse or, you know, part of it or whatever, and take this part and put it down here, and, you know, whatever works with the cadence, but I got kind of burned on putting my soul out on a piece of paper and giving it to him, and then fucking when I see it the next time, there's no remnants of what the original idea was, and I was just like, you know what, dude, I'm not giving you any more fucking lyrics because I'm fucking sick of looking at this, you know, the way that it fucking turns out, and I said, I'll work on it with you at the same time, but I'm not giving you any more lyrics. I'm not giving you pages of lyrics.
How did he react?
He's fucking angry at me for a while, but that's fucking what happens.
Did you ever think about quitting the band?
I've thought about quitting, on different occasions, but Rob's thought about quitting on different occasions as well. Dave actually quit the band. I could safely say everybody's thought about quitting at one point or
No,
another.
but for you, maybe, because you were saying, well, you put your heart out onto paper, and well.
No, I didn't think about quitting over that.
Oh no.
No, not because of that. I mean, that's what happens in a fucking situation like this, but it's a one-way street in my situation, because he can work on his stuff for as long as he wants to until he's got it. But it doesn't work the same way, because I'm not the singer, so I don't decide which cadence it goes into and what works for me. The final say is always his, so because he's got to sing it.
Are you happy with the things that you can contribute to the band?
Well, I find what's important to me, and where is my freedom, because that is what is important to me, is the freedom aspect of it, because making music is freedom to me, and probably for several different ways, because I wasn't allowed to have it while I was actually locked up, and just the freedom to go wherever you want to, the freedom to get yourself out of the way and let the music flow.
But do you still feel that freedom within Machine Head?
Yeah, with my bass lines, that's where I found it, and so when it's me and her, that's what I do here. That's my freedom.